Hello, church family. Rick Ludlow from the chair of the trustees. I just wanted to take some time to show you some of the projects that's been going on at the church ever since this pandemic has started and we haven't been able to gather at the church. I think it's important that you know that the trustees have been working hard on these projects and they're being accomplished, but they could not be accomplished without the generosity of this congregation. And thank you very much for the generosity over these past years and continue to give. So what I'd really like to do is show you on the screen some of these pictures that the projects that have been accomplished during this time period. Here's the first project I'd like to show you that was accomplished very early this year, and that was replacing the LED lighting in the sanctuary. It took a real team effort to put this together. It was about a 2-day project of moving the scaffolding. We had to move some pews around, which was a difficult job, but it was a lot of enjoyment together to get this job done, and it's something that we accomplished by using brand new LED bulbs with a cost factor of LED bulbs, their wattage use versus their money savings versus a 300 watt bulb. Another project that we've accomplished, and it's through the generosity, a 3-year generosity of the membership of this church that we accomplished on the roof project. This year it was the bell tower, and that was done in April. The project was completed with a 125-foot lift. So they replaced all that. We had to take down these stones from up top in order to do the copper capping correctly. It was a great task, and it was something that needed to be done, and it was the 3rd phase of that project. So kudos to everybody, Midland Engineering on their project, that they worked diligently with our church, and we were very happy and excited to have this project done. You know, the one picture that it doesn't show here is the pit area back behind the church, where the air conditioning units are. That Alpine Rail was not placed all the way around there. There was 20-foot section that was quoted to be repaired. I talked to Greg Cease from Midland Engineering, and I was very concerned about some additional rail that needed to be placed back there to protect our air conditioning units that service the sanctuary. And he agreed with me, and Midland Engineering went ahead and ordered more railing for that project, had to reset the scaffolding for that project, and did not charge us any additional fee for that project of that Alpine Rail in that pit area. This roof, we can only be excited that it should be, you know, solid for, we're going to keep our fingers crossed and everything, but 30 years. And what a great accomplishment it has been over a three-year, 3-phase project. One thing from the damage from the roof was water damage up in the Discovery Day areas, the Sunday school areas. On the 2nd floor, Jim did a lot of work up there to repair this. This was in the choir room that he repaired, painted, plastered. Tim Welty helped and got those areas all repaired and looking a lot better. So kudos to those people on that project. Another one of our projects that needed to be resolved was one of the air conditioners down in Friendship Hall was not working. It was had quite a bit of age to it. So through the generosity and still money being in the air conditioning account, we replaced that unit. So H&G came out, replaced that unit, went to that was the original picture there, went to a wall mount system, and that unit is up and running. And when we all can start meeting back in Friendship Hall, both air conditioners will be working. Another project that was on the horizon was from the hailstorm from last year in 2019. We had damage to the Monroe Street home that we own right out here off the parking lot. And that house suffered damage to the roof, the gutters, and the siding. So that was contracted through Arnett Construction. So that house really became a very new house from the outside. So you got a brand new roof, gutters, and siding. The parsonage suffered damage also to the roof and to the gutters. That project was completed. And this was an insurance claim, so it didn't cost the sanctuary, or excuse me, cost the church anything other than the insurance policy paid for that completion of that project, which I'm thrilled to say is checked off the list. Just to show you one other thing, and it's through this technology that you're seeing us on and seeing Bob's devotions and other work. The new sound system for the chapel and the sanctuary has all been completed, and again, through the generosity of this congregation, it is paid for. Certainly this is being used as I speak, but it also is used for any type of funeral services. The videos can be shown, and this is something that we'll be able to use for a long, long time. I just wanted to show you this slide because this was quite an accomplishment to have this pavilion built out here in the playground. I've seen it used numerous times. It was a couple weekend project that a great group of people from the church got together and kind of put that puzzle together of that pavilion. Thing that should be noted when you take a look out there is look at the picnic table that's underneath there. It's a couple parishioners from this church built that picnic table and placed it under there, and certainly I've seen families sitting underneath there while their kids play in the playground. I think it's just a great little tool for this church to have out there, and hopefully it'll be used for years to come. You know, the other big project that has been accomplished, it's at our rental property here at the corner of Alexander and Monroe Street. If you ever walked on that sidewalk or saw that driveway, it was just busted up, something terrible. And although it doesn't get, the sidewalk gets used a lot, the driveway, it just needed to be repaired. And I'm excited to say, and that the trustees approved money from the rental account. So again, no additional fees were needed for this, but it was kind of a 2-day project of a lot of tearing out and new concrete put in. Got the water drainage away from the house, which I think was very important. And just proud to say that one's safer for the community, for people walking up and down the sidewalk also. And the finished product there. So happy that that one's checked off too. People I'd just like to put a little kudos and attaboys out to, and that's Steve and Jennifer Miller. If you drive around that Alexander Street area and around the front, Steve and Jennifer Miller have put a lot of time around this building, bringing in bushes and shrubs and decorating the outside, and I just wanted to say thank you to them, and if you see them, say hello, and thank you to them also for their work. Also, I think I'd like to give some attaboys to Tim Welty and Frank Humphrey. They've been doing the mowing projects around the church this summer, mowing and trimming, making this church look beautiful from the outside. You know, church family, I want to conclude this by saying that this building is nearly 100 years old, and there's a lot of maintenance to it. And there's a lot of work on a daily basis that is done on this building. But it's through the generosity of this congregation that these projects can be done. And I want to thank you for that the work will continue. This is a team effort with the trustee committee, and I'm thankful for all of their help and guidance. And we will continue to work hard and move forward on upcoming projects. And thank you again, and have a great day.